Hello, everybody. This is Frogman. Welcome back to FTB Skies. You're gonna have to forgive me. It's been a couple of weeks because we took a vacation last week, and I have forgotten completely about everything we did. So I had to check a couple of things over. But I did do a little bit of in between work, so at least we should be getting reasonably close, hopefully, to getting something done. So today, what I want to do, I want to complete the Essence of Legends quest and start working on the last final one. I've already got a couple of things done as far as Power of Creation is concerned, but we're gonna have to wait for this one to come through. And the shards are those ice shard ores are they're fairly rare, which means you're going to probably end up with tons and tons and tons of other things if you care. I've had trouble with the digiminer continuously working, which means I've been having to run just a regular at ore thingy, whatever the heck it is. It's a star or whatever, the thing that picks all of the ores out of the ground instead of just a specific one, because for whatever reason the filter seems to not want to work every time I exit and leave, even though the chunk is loaded. So who knows? It's probably just my game, probably a bug, probably a thing. But we have two other things we need to work on in here, which is going to be the Drug Me Charm and the Wixie Charm. And I think while we're at it, we're going to try to probably work on the Thread of Gilding while we're here. So this quest, we're going to kind of work on this a little bit today. And like I said, hopefully we're going to be turning the rest of this in today. This is going to be a pain. I've already looked at a little bit of what's going on in here, and it is going to require me to go to the Nether and tear down our reactor and bring it to this area, because or to at least the overworld, because of the fact that I said I didn't want to have that thing in the overworld in case something broke or I screwed up and forgot about things and polluted the entire area. As a really quick side note here, solar neutron activators. This thing right here is only functional in the overworld, or at least that's the only place I can find it's functional in the overworld here, which means and the biggest problem here, and like I said, so that means we have to bring everything that we need to have brought here that needs to be working with that thing into the overworld. What the problem is with that is that there is no way to move the nuclear waste from the Nether to here at all. I've tested it. I tested it in a test world. Quantum entangler porters will not move it. The only storage that is available for nuclear waste is those barrels. These. Right? Where did they go? That barrel right there, the radioactive waste barrel. However, if you break one of those things, it will spit radioactive waste everywhere. And it'll also decay whatever you put in them if it's decayable. Now, unless there's some kind of magic somewhere. I've tried compact machines. I've tried a couple of other things. As far as I can tell, there is no way to move nuclear waste in this pack outside of moving the thing that makes the nuclear waste to the zone or the area that you want. So probably in between episodes, I will be working on that little problem. But we do have plenty of other problems to kind of mess with, to include probably playing with that thing today. So we have a couple of charms to make, and we have to wait on, I'm hoping this ore is working. I might have to go back to I don't think it's working again. Yeah, see, I don't know why. I'm gonna have to go back. I guess there is a thing. Let me see. What does the chunk loader upgrade take to make that thing? It's the only thing I haven't used yet. Chunk loader upgrade. That one. Nope, it's not that one. It's anchor upgrade. Can I make you? Can I have a couple of those? The only thing we haven't done yet. Anyhow, let me knock this out, and then we'll start working on the next set of quests. Chunk loader upgrade installed and verified again that some other things are working. I just don't know what it is. Sometimes it wants to work, sometimes it doesn't. If I close the pack out, put the pack up, it's just typical cross compatibility or whatever it is between mods and worlds and things and stuff that just breaks everything. So we have a couple of charms to make, and I have no idea how to do it. So we're going to kind of play around a little bit here. I need to make one of these, and I think a drug me, something like that. So in order to do those are just going to be enchantment apparati that require all of this stuff, plus a drug me shard. What is this thing? Oh, that's when I had to go ahead and get all these other things done. We need to respawn a bunch of animals, don't we? Um, what is this? Wixie charm. This by using a dispel on a witch while it is less than half health. What? Or you. Or you. Let's see if we can just kind of do a little bit of goofing here. I have a whole bunch of villagers sitting around in boxes somewhere, which would make me think I should be able to possibly get them to relinquish their current duties by taking them downstairs and showing them this nice little box. So let's see what we get all the way down here. Nope, it's up here one. I want to borrow that. Now, that's the thing you need to make right here, an arcane core, which we've already made one of those. If you take that and you place it down to where a villager can see it or use it, they should become something. Except I think I'm going to have to convince you guys to not do what you're doing because I've already done this. Do I have anybody that's not doing anything? We've had a whole bunch of them show up. Villager, your job right there. Right there. Let's test something else. They're all looking for things up here to be able to do stuff, and I think they can actually see all of this stuff still. So we'll do that and all of this. Let's see. So if I place this down here and I give it to you, that should be the only thing you can do. Okay. All right, time to do a little bit of playing around to see if I can get one of these guys to do the stuff. So okay, so we managed to get this guy to do that after a short period of time. I will take one of these, please. Thank you very much. I guess go ahead and maybe do a couple more and see if we can get you over the hill, and maybe you'll do another one. What do you got now? Pie, music disc, and a bunch of other stuff. So, all right, cool. You come with me. You can go in the box with all of these guys over here. This is the one I'm currently holding. Yes. All right. This one will give him his spot back. You need amethyst shards and source gems. All right. Nice. Second try. Give me one of those, please. Thank you very much. All right. I guess there's reasons of keeping certain things around to include things that require a little bit of material, but hey, whoever knows. There's the stinking echo shards that I looked so hard for before. Figured we'd do all the fun stuff in there. I get the one that I do on camera ends up with the echo shard. Got to love it. All right, so there's our shards for both of those two things. I think, what else are we going to need? So you're just going to need a sapling, an emerald, a crafting table, and a brewing stand, and you need a fish. Do I has fish? I might still have a fish or two. I don't have a single fish. Amazing. Can I fish? Can I get a fish? Well, let's worry about that in a second. Let's go down here. Oh yeah, we need our core back. And then we need to go down to the bottom and see what we can find. Not the bottom, over to here. Okay. So plunk under you again. So for the first one, we'll leave this one alone. So let's work on the Wixie charm, which is going to need a sapling, brewing stand, crafting table, emerald. All right, nice. I guess we do the same thing we did the last time, which is going to be that and that and this and this, and then this is the what? This one? The purple shard. Does this work? That's so cool. That's a nice animation. I really love it. Thank you. I have no idea what this does other than gets turned in for this quest. Submit. Thank you very much. Okay. I need to get a fish. Looks like I need to find a fish of some semblance. I thought I had a fish. I must have used them all. Fish. Actually, I'm an idiot and I have to remember how to spell things. There we go. Fish. You would think they do like at fish or some kind of fish. Can you go down, please? Down, down, down. All right. So fish is part of the next one. We need a drigme chart, whatever it is. So that's going to be a fish, wheat, apple, carrot, wheat seeds, and free source gems. Lapis. 1, 2, 3. That. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. Your fish. Wheat, apple, carrot, seed. And I should have a few apples still. Good. Okay, so then boop, 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 and boop with this. Cool. Moose dance, and Yukan has the last thing there. So now we just need to find out whether we have all of the ice shards that we need, and then we can start working on the last quest. Might have to go move the miner. Nope, got them all. Amazing. Good, love it. Thank you very much. Hang all of that. Good. And before the sun goes down, thank you very much. So that's a creative world shaper from Create. I wish that would stop happening. Creating landscape and terrain features. I wonder if that means I can make an island now. I've not played with this. I'm assuming shift right click to make a shape. Cuboid speed. I'll have to play with this later. Very cool. That's awesome. You can go in here. I'll have to mess with you later because it's a creative only item, and it'd be one of those things to kind of mess with when you ever got to do something kind of like that normally. So, all right, that took care of all that part as far as those go. The last thing that I think we're going to try to work on here is this, which is an air essence, and an elytra, and a blank thread, which I think I can do this because I think we have that stuff. So let's see. Mage Bloom. We had Mage Bloom fiber. So, all right. So what is the name of this quest? It is, what are we looking for? We're looking for Thread of Gilding. I think we can do this. That one. Hit A on you. And then you are that. And then the air essence, which is magical essences created in an imbuement chamber. I think, though, I have those already. I have one. I don't remember where I got that from. Let's see about seeing the rest of this stuff here. So that is going to be an imbuement chamber with 2,000 source, an arrow, a feather, and a wilden wing with a source gem. And I'm assuming I got to put that stuff around this, huh? Okay. To do it, I don't know how much is in here. It says it's 100% full. I don't know how much these hold. Kind of scared to break the thing, to be fair. And I'm definitely scared to break that one because that's the creative one. Let's see. I think we're probably doing something like this. Maybe. I don't know. I'll put one right there and maybe like one right there and one right there. Maybe that'll work. Can you see all those things? So air essence is going to be R on you, a feather, wilden wing, and an arrow. And another one of those things. So get me a piece of lapis. You can go to work on that. And then I need a feather. Arrow. And a wing. I'm guessing this is how this works. So boop, boop, boop. They must be placed within 1 block cube around. Oh, a 1 block cube. Oh, holy cow. Okay. let's do this then. 1 block cube, boink, boink, boink. You, and the wing. Go. Okay. And that'll suck all of the essence out of one of these. Cool. There's another essence. So we now have 2 of those, and I get to keep the parts. That's interesting. Okay, cool. And finally, we can put these back. So, like, what was it? 2 blocks out there, and here, and you get to have. I need an elytra. I know I've got an elytra. I have at least 1 more left. So, okay. So, an elytra, 2 air essence there, and go. That's such a cool way to craft stuff. Reminds me marginally of Thaumcraft. So awesome, cool. That's done. Thread of gilding, submit. All right, I should have this ready to go, and this one should be ready to go here fairly soon. So jump up 1 layer. No, it's actually right here. It should be done. I set this up before I started recording. Once again, just using our little system here that does the work. So 16 pure crystals, done, submit, go. And then I built those several episodes ago. So machine, or let me see, what are those? Yep, I already saw it. 1, 2, and a few extra. These things are a royal pain in the butt to make. I had to almost make 3 stacks of these things just to get enough to do that. The RNG on those things completing after 5 paths of everything is ridiculous. I mean, I know they're not much more than just wood and metal and stuff. It's not awful, but it's still a pain in the butt. So Ender Dragon prediction, we can do those. There you go. Those have been running for a while now. Submit. Thank you. That leaves us 2 big projects to play with. The last one we're going to save is this one for the final episode, or at least the episode where we take all the time to build this stuff, because those 5 antimatter pellets, again, are going to take us quite a while to do the work. The next thing that I'm going to do, and I know it's kind of... Did you not take my stuff? Okay, I was going to say, holy cow, if I get to keep all those parts, that'd be nice. Not that I need all that Ender Dragon stuff, but anyhow, next thing we're going to do right now, and it's just because it's going to take a little bit of time, is we're going to go ahead and automate this little problem up right almost immediately. So let's go back upstairs, and I need that thing right there. So I've just been kind of dumping random trash in this just to kind of try to make it work, and random trash doesn't get anywhere. So as you can see, we've gotten pretty well nowhere. 3,000 of a couple of things. I played with this and 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 played with this, trying to figure out the bestest, fastest way to get this thing to work. Now, the old usual standbys have either been disabled or not allowed in the particular mod pack anymore. They're not allowed because you can't play with them that way anymore. But there is one thing that this thing can accept in as fast as you can possibly cram it into it, which is water. And I know everybody's done water. I was going to sit down and do something similar or simpler. Build, or I've been looking at this one for quite a while, I should say. Legitimately, we need 1,000 of these things, which means you need to be able to make, 1,024 of those, which means you need to be able to fill this 64K storage thingy up. And when I broke that, I lost everything. So it's pretty cool. But you have to fill this up times 10. Times 1,000. So that'd be, 5 billion things that you have to put in that. That's a lot of stuff, but if you look in here, I don't even have near that much to even cram that kind of stuff in there, even if we went ahead and crafted everything and dumped everything in the system and put it into here to make it work. So the easiest, quickest way to do this stuff is going to be with lots of sinks and lots of pipes. Now, I'm going to try to do it with the original pipes thingy that we had normally, and I'm going to make a whole lot of those. So let me craft up a whole bunch of fluid pipe, which for some odd reason I think I threw away, and we'll get back with that. All right, that hurt a lot, and I know I don't need that many because we're going to only probably be able to use this many sinks, but we're just going to kind of do this because we're almost done. I don't know what I'm doing. I also need a screen, and I want a hopper, just something quick and easy, down and dirty to make this work. Essentially what I want to be doing is making one of these about every 4 or 5 seconds, and then I'm going to let the system run and do what it needs to do. So we'll set it over here, and we're going to put this down right there like that. Eyes of instability. No, we're going to check our task. We're going to say 1,000 singularities. Thank you. With a hopper. And I'm going to make sure that this doesn't try to pull that out of there. No. Okay. So we need to condense into singularities. So it is, yeah, so it's 2 billion, right? You add 3 zeros to the end of that. Was it 200 million? 200 million things we got to make in order to make enough to make this work, I believe. Actually, no, it's like I said, it's 4 zeros. You got to add 3 zeros to the end of that. So yeah, lots of stuff. Anyhow, there's many ways you can access or do whatever you need to do with these things. And unfortunately, the fastest way to do it is going to be with these things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get as many sides covered as possible, which is going to be something about like so. And I know lots and lots of people, like everybody that I've watched that has done this particular challenge, this is how they've ended up needing to do this because of the fact that there's really no quick way to make this thing work. But we make a few sinks. So we do something like so, something like so, something like so, and something like so. And then you grab your wrench out and you surround it with as many of these as you can. Something kind of like this, so that we're getting all of the action that we can get out of those deals. And the reason why I'm doing those first is because I can't reach them once they're where they are, to the point I can probably go ahead and do this as well, but that's kind of a waste of a sink right there. I want to try to get as many connections as possible. And if you look right now, we're slowly adding numbers into that deal. So if I go in here and I go boink and boink, and I need to do you guys, so dunk and boink and boink and whoop, crap, nope, that, there you go, and there, and this and that, and this and that, and this and that, and this and that, and we look, we should now be rolling along decently nicely. We can go faster than that, because the fun part is, as long as I have more sinks, I can just stack this up. The throughput is all counted on as far as where we're removing from the actual thing. So we get all of the ones that we can't reach first. Well, once we get them done, and then you go back in, you give it one of those, 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 and one of those, and one of those, and just make sure that you're putting in your things. And then every time you do a layer, you look at it and you see what it's doing. Now we're looking a little better, but we still have a long way to go. I'm just going to keep stacking this vertically until we can't get any more on it. All right, that's the last one. So a stack of netherite upgrades for these pipes, so that every connection is doing 10 buckets every tick from one of these things out of the deal, which means every single one of those sinks has 4 sides connected in, and we're rolling those pretty nicely. I think I can deal with that, so I'll let this run. We'll see how many we have when we start the next episode, because we do have a few things we need to do. But until then, thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.